Hey guys, I'm Nick, aka the one and only Nick's Games. Today I'm going to be comparing two startups. Still, I suppose they are, but they do the very similar thing, and that's Uber and Lyft. Ride-sharing, get where you need to go without driving yourself services. I've got a decent amount of experience with both, so we're going to go ahead and jump on into it. I like to do comparisons, only talking about the positive, kind of leaving the negative out there, or like not spoken, and then do my opinion at the end and which one I think is better. So first off, let's start with Uber. Uber has much more classier drivers than Lyft does as far as their cars go. Uber's cars have to be, newer. I think it's 2007, 2008 or newer. Lyft, I know for a fact, is not like that. There can be older cars than Lyft, meaning, before 2004, I think even. Some are still allowed. So that's a lot, or that's a big difference, and the car quality is something I kind of care about when it comes to being picked up and driven around. So that's where Uber's got you there. Additionally, with Uber, drivers just, for me, in every experience in comparison to Lyft, for the most part, there have been some exceptions, Uber drivers are more professional, more, not nice, but more classy. Something about it. Where the cars are nicer, so are the drivers, I suppose. And the drivers are much, much more classier with Uber. Additionally, Uber's app is much, much more classier and nicer and easier to use. And it looks better. I'm a big fan of design, as many of you know. Uber's app design, much better than Lyft's. Additionally with Uber, Uber has in-app fare estimates. This is a big deal because whenever you're ordering a car, it's kind of nice to know an estimated amount that it's going to cost you. And it also kind of helps you if you're extremely overcharged or something, you can ask and they'll tell you a reason why, or sometimes, I guess it could be a mess up. Not happened to me, but it could happen, I suppose. And the estimator allows that to be a thing. It allows it to be there, and it helps you know if your driver took the quickest route and things of that nature. So I love the fact that Uber has a fare estimator before you get your Uber directly from the app as soon as you click where you're going. It's pretty cool stuff. Anyway, moving on, Uber also has, going with fares, a live fare estimate. So as you're driving, or as you're not driving, as you're riding in the Uber, you can look down and see exactly how much this Uber is costing you in real time. It's an awesome thing. It's a small thing, but it's awesome, and it shows that Uber's app is above and beyond better than Lyft's. Big deal there. Now, Lyft has its positives too. Specifically, Lyft drivers are more laid back. If you don't like silence, drive Lyft. For the most part, Lyft drivers that I've been with are more talkative. They're more willing to talk to you and get to know you, and same thing with you. You get to know them a bit better than Uber drivers who, for the most part, are more quiet, laid back, and more professional, which for me, I kind of like. For you, you might not. You might want to get to know someone, get to know your driver, have a conversation, kind of like a traditional taxi, more so than a private car service, which I think Uber tries to imitate more, whereas Lyft is more of the taxi, quick and laid back style. Additionally, from my experience, Lyft prices are a little bit better. This can only be by $1, right? I mean, I'm talking the same ride, $1 more on Uber versus Lyft. Not a big deal, but if it's a big concern for you to save $1, I mean, if you're taking 4 Ubers a day, that could be, versus 4 Lyfts a day, you could save anywhere between, $4 and the low end to $10. That's a big deal. So, price is something you have to consider, and Lyft's, on average, from what I've seen, I've actually looked across the country and done some research on this one, and it seems Lyft's a little bit cheaper. Not a lot, but a little bit across the board. Lyft drivers are more friendly and, like I said, more open, and this is something that's kind of cool. Sometimes it can seem Uber drivers are a bit quiet, a bit reserved, a bit laid, like not laid back even, but more uptight. Whereas with Lyft drivers, they're more open, they're more willing to talk, all that stuff, and that's kind of a positive because sometimes it can be awkward just sitting in a car with silence. I like Uber drivers that talk a little, but not a lot. Sometimes Lyft drivers talk too much in my previous experience. Speaking of experience, from what I've had to use Lyft's customer support, it's really good. They're on top of things in that regard. Never had to use Uber, so I can't comment, but I know Lyft's customer support is awesome. With that being said though, which ride-sharing service do I like better? Uber. I like Uber a lot better than Lyft from my experience. I like a more classy car ride. I like a better car to ride in as well. So for me, Uber is the obvious choice. For you, you might like Lyft, and that's why I encourage you to try both. There's links down below that allow you to get everything from free rides to, you know, dollars and percentages off your first ride and things like that down below. Both companies do it differently. I know Uber gives you a free first ride. I don't know exactly what Lyft does, but I know you get some kind of promo, and I'll make sure that's clear down below as well as on your screen right now for both companies. But thank you guys so much for watching. Check out Uber, check out Lyft if it's available in your city. Hope you enjoyed. I'm Nick's Games, and I'm App Guys. Peace.
And there's some videos you guys might want to go check out. Down that way, we've got how to make money online. I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can start making money online today. It's pretty cool. Go check it out. And down the other way, we've got my unboxing of the brand spanking new Apple TV. I got the new Apple TV and did an unboxing for you guys. So go check that out to see what you think. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm Nick's Games, and I'm out, guys. Peace.